There is an amazing Italy, a treasure still to discover for those who are not satisfied with typically conventional itineraries. Brescia and its surrounding area offer an extraordinary wealth of monuments and works of art and an exceptional variety of landscapes, lakes, hills, mountains, alpine glaciers and splendid cities of art. Visiting Brescia guarantees unusual emotions, immersions in the archaeological excavations and in the thermal waters, windsurfing on the lake, summer skiing on the glacier, and close encounters with vintage cars and armories. As in the verses of a poem, this land can arouse intense feeling. For this reason, since olden times, great poets have built their luxurious homes for their beneficial holidays. The majestic Roman villa of Catullo, for example, built on the most panoramic point of the Sirmione Peninsula, near thermal springs already appreciated by the Romans and still fully active. The 1900s residence of the poet D'Annunzio, the Vittoriale of the Italians, is a unique home museum lying between sumptuous gardens and symbolic architecture on the shores of Brescia on Lake Garda. In the heart of the ancient city of Brescia, founded by the Celts and rendered magnificent by the Romans, a treasure is hidden, the Museum of Santa Giulia, one of Europe's most prestigious. An authentic stargate, a door that takes us on an extraordinary trip in time through each civilization that populated Brescia and Italy. As wonderful as a set of Chinese boxes, inside the museum are historical buildings of great value. The medieval monastery gave hospitality to Ermengarda, the wife of Charlemagne, first emperor of Europe. Adored and then rejected, Ermengarda decided to confine herself inside the monastery of St. Giulia for the remainder of her life, continuing to believe in the unshakable strength of love. A legend, based on her story, made Ermengarda the romantic symbol of Brescia. Excavations brought the Roman city to light, the largest archaeological area of northern Italy. Before heading for Rome, Paestum and Pompeii, a visit to Brescia and its masterpieces is a must, explorable in an adventurous and unique journey amongst Roman houses, monasteries, medieval churches, salons, and Renaissance frescoes.
Your full immersion in the art of Santa Giulia will be completed with the museum's great exhibitions on the founders of modern art, which are among the best organised in Italy.
The trip in time continues from the museum to the city. After a few steps, we come to a great theatre, the Forum and the Temple. These spectacular ruins show the immense architectural capabilities of the Romans. Inside the city's archaeological park, one of the greatest in Italy, a jewel has recently been discovered, a sanctuary of the 1st century BC, decorated with frescoes that record the vivacious colours of Pompeii. An impressive castle overlooks Brescia. It can be found in the old downtown, enriched by walls and towers built in several eras, and contains one of the major museums of arms and armour in Europe. The art of metalworking, which Brescians preferred for longer than anyone can remember, is demonstrated by mines in the neighbouring valley, the Val Trompia, a passion for iron that is not only expressed in the armour, but also in the splendid shapes of vintage cars seen in the Mille Miglia, 1,000 miles, the historical race which starts and ends every year in Brescia. The civil heart of Brescia is Loggia Square, whose architecture is Venetian, a city which dominated an extensive part of northern Italy for centuries. The Venetians also brought here the construction techniques of the city of Venice. The Loggia Palace, in fact, rests in foundations on thousands of piles, according to the technique used in the Venetian lagoon. The cathedral is found in Paul VI Square, dedicated to the great Italian Pope of the 20th century, a Brescian citizen whom the city is very proud of. Brescia has been faithful in the centuries to emperors and popes of Rome, as demonstrated by the famous winged victory statue, given to the people of Brescia by the Emperor Augustus. The cathedral dome is similar to St. Peter's, and with its 80-meter height is the third tallest in Italy. The old cathedral is to be found in the same square with its archaic round shape, similar to the temple of the Saint Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Sarcophagi, stairways, holy crosses and crypts lead us to the spiritual origins of the city. Works by the most famous Italian painters, from Tiziano to Raffaello, can be admired in the churches and palaces of the city. Even the working-class neighborhood of Carmine is a period architectural work of art and has picturesque views. The territory of Brescia is home to a number of small worlds, such as the Franciacorta, a little France, which, with its excellent sparkling wines, competes with champagne. Here, everything has a sign of quality. The best restaurants, the most sophisticated beauty farms, a wine and food itinerary of high cuisine, and the Italian quality hotel industry. Hills decorated with vineyards, Benedictine monasteries, villas and castles lead up to the small lake Iseo, which houses another small world, Monte Isola. While Lake Garda is bright, has a Mediterranean look, dynamic and young, Lake Iseo conjures up ancient atmospheres, fishermen's villages, slow pace of life, uncontaminated nature, and in the center of the lake, Monte Isola, the biggest island in a European lake where cars are not allowed. Going up the Camonica Valley, up to the top of the Armello, we enter in another microclimate, the glaciers of the perennial snow, where today, thanks to modern ski lifts, skiers ski down where the highest battles of the First World War were fought, and their historical findings can be admired. Along the slopes of the valley, the enigmatic code of the people of Communis has been engraved on the rocks, smoothed by the Ice Age. An epic poem in hundreds of thousands of images tells us about the life of the prehistoric people. The various parks of the rocky engraving of the Camonica Valley have been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. They are a place for sophisticated and quite original tourism, also for youngsters who learn to discover and read the symbols of these engravings. The territory of Brescia carries on surprising us. All one needs to do is to round the corner and one of its lakes appear, Garda, Sabino, Idro, which are loved by tourists and are rich in prestigious hotels, historical old towns, olive trees and vineyards, beaches and golf courses. The panoramic road of High Garda is unforgettable. It runs high between the rocky mountainsides, the blue lake and the traditional lemon orchards. From prehistoric times up to the 21st century, Brescians have been able to create an original type of the Italian style of life, dynamic and projected into the future. Brescia is loyal to its roots and offers visitors the fruits of its land and its creativity. In high-quality restaurants, you will be able to appreciate dishes by internationally known chefs, and particularly some of the best wines and cheeses made in Italy. You will enjoy a wide range of shopping. Visit Brescia to discover a surprising Italy.